Hi, I'm Vicki Sowards, and my project is a shot in a bar. I had originally planned on doing my project as a drive-in COVID event, but it changed because on the 29th of January, the county came to our company, Passport Health, and asked if we would start having flu events for them. Well, we said we would look into it and we would let them know by Tuesday of the next week because we had a lot of things to plan ahead of time. Our number one thing is that we did not want to use the county scheduler because if anybody would know that it's just very confusing to people. The other thing was we would only do dose 1s 1 week for anybody 75 and up, and that then in 4 weeks we would come back and we would do the dose number 2s. But our problem was we didn't want to have a drive-through. 75 and up, going through all the pylons, such as at the stadium or at the Coliseum, would be nothing but a problem. So we went to a friend of Passport Health on the Monday after, on the 1st of February, and he let us borrow an old Gordon Biersch. He is the landlord here, and he donated it to us to be able to have our clinic. So on Tuesday the 2nd, we came in and it stunk. It was horrible and dirty. So that was our number one thing. It had to be cleaned. Our number two thing is that we needed to have all of IT be able to change our programs and things. Number three, we needed to have staffing. Number four, we needed to get inventory in here. And number five, we needed to have a flow. So as a team, we all got together and we discussed the things that we were going to do. Everything was laid out on a whiteboard with somebody comes in here, then what happens? Somebody goes here, then what happens? So by the time Friday came along, we had a cleaning crew in, we had inventory, we had our supplies that were going to be delivered on Saturday, and we all met on Saturday the 6th of February. In our meeting, we made sure the place was clean, and we had somebody that works with us came up with a flow idea that was completely outrageous. His idea was to number all the tables and to then color all the waiting room areas, and it was just not work. So what we finally did is what you see here. People enter from the door right over here. And then from the door, they're going to go to the vaccine area. We have 6 stations set up. Each station has 1 nurse and 1 scribe. And after they receive their vaccine, the people are sent to wait 15 to 30 minutes in the seats of the restaurant. They're then allowed to leave, and on their way out, they receive their vaccine card, as well as a guaranteed appointment to come back a month from the time of their vaccine, same time, same place. So we have had some issues while we've been doing this. First day, our flow was not going very good. We just kind of didn't have it going, so we got backed up. Yesterday, which was Thursday, we had a nurse poke herself, another one call out, and another one leave sick. So we only had 3 stations manned, and so another nurse manager and I needed to get on and start administering vaccines. So our COO, he jumped in as part of the team. He was our scribe. It worked out great. He got to see our flow. We got through our patients. We did a time study. We watched one person from the time they checked in all the way through. Even though we had the line, it took them less than 15 minutes to get from check-in to administering their vaccine. So we have had some glitches along the way. Let's go inside and I'll show you what one of our glitches has been.
Oh, you just walk.
I don't want to take away from anyone, but I don't want anything to take away. I don't think you will, but you never know.
So this is the supplies that the government sends you for a flu event. As you'll notice, they send you 85 syringes and needles. and they send you 20-inch-and-a-half needles. An inch-and-a-half needle cannot work in most of the people 75 and over. It'll go right through these little old ladies' arms. And so we run out of needles and syringes and had to supplement with our own. Another issue that we've had is that we've already administered over 12,000 vaccines in the last 2 weeks. This week the age dropped to 65 plus. So on our average this last week, we've administered over 1,300 vaccines every day. The state decided to take back 900 of our vaccines that we had gotten. So we had to return all of their supplies as well as the vaccines. Our original goal was, if we could, we were going to stay at this site for 4 weeks of dose 1 and 4 weeks of dose 2, but that's not going to happen now. So we are now going to just come back in 2 weeks. So we've had a lot of leadership work together in this. Our group here, we are a team group. We work as teams. We don't have any one person that will say, hey, I'm the one who did the best thing. I'm the one who did it all. It's a leadership. It's a team leadership. Appreciative leadership is another thing that we do. We always are helping each other and building each other up. So the outcome of this is that we have vaccinated over 12,000 people with COVID, their first COVID vaccine. We are going to be notifying them via email in the next week and a half for their appointments, and then also 2 days before for their appointments. We do have some things that we're going to be working on next week. We're going to be doing a debrief and figuring out how we're going to have it smoothly work the next time around. So thanks for listening to my project, and we'll have more to come in the next part.